But he forgot one thing, that God sees everything. He wanted to pin his sin to somebody else. And somebody, he thought nobody knew about it. Nobody knew what his plan was. Nobody knew what he was doing. So as far as he was concerned, it's foolproof. Nobody can foil it. Nobody can go against it. This is a foolproof plan. He thought about it before he sent for Uriah to come from battle. When you are taking that thought, God knows. When you are making that phone call, God knows. When you are sending that text, God knows. When you are sending that email, God knows. When you are doing that WhatsApp, God knows. Everything that you are doing, God knows and God sees. Before you finish typing it, he knows what you are typing. Before you finish conceiving the plan and action plan, he already knows where you are going. He's waiting. Be careful, beloved. When you begin to open your mouth and begin to say, but I don't know why God is like this sometimes. Why would God do this to this person? Despite this person's work and attitude and effort to God. Be very, very careful. Because there are things you don't know that God knows about that person. Things that that person has tried to hide from every other person. You only know the person as a worshiper, as one that loves God, as one that sings, as one that dances, and so to you that person is holy. But I tell you, there are many things about that person you don't know that only God knows. And God is not wicked. Are you following me? So he thought he had a master plan, but God was waiting to counter his plan. He said, this one, you will be disgraced. This one, you won't escape. And God made the man not to go to his house. Then he made him drunk, thinking that after he got drunk, he will go. Still the man, rather than going home, went to sleep with the king's servant. I would have thought that that should make him to be afraid. To put him on check, say, hey, what exactly is going on? This guy did not go again with all this plan. Ha! Hey. I would have expected him to think of God at that point in time. But you know, sin is a very horrible thing. Once it takes hold of you, it robs you of right thinking. Rather, he will continue to give you excuse and reasons to continue to plan another strategy. So David, when he realized that these two plans, this plan did not work, then he made another plan and said they should put him in the war front where he will be killed. He gave the letter of sentencing the man to death to the man to present to his general. The letter of his death sentence, he gave it to him. Go and give it to your general so that they can sentence you to death. How horrible, how mean can anybody be? You took his wife, now you want to kill him. I want to let you know this morning that thought in your mind of wishing that woman would die so that you can take over her husband, God is aware. That thought in your mind, I wish that marriage would scatter so that I can enter, God is aware. That thought in your mind, let my boss, let something happen to him so that I can take over his position, God is aware. Are you following me this morning? That thought in your mind, because you believe some people are the enemies of your life, they are the troublers of your Israel, they are the ones militating against your progress in your house. You know, we blame everybody, but we never blame ourselves. That was the amount of wishes that one day they will just fall down and die, or something bad will happen to them and scatter their relationship with your husband or your wife. God is aware. Every evil thought you have against the innocent in your action plan, God is aware. He knows and sees. Òṣìkà gbàgbé ọ̀la, ó gbàgbé ọjọ́ ìkẹyìn. Rántí ẹlẹ́dàá rẹ nígbà èwe rẹ. Yé ọ̀rẹ́ mi hùwà rere. Yé má dánwò, má dánwò o. Yé má dánwò, rántí ọ̀la o. And so Uriah was killed, and David felt his sin had finally been covered. Nobody can know about it, and he has gotten away with everything that he has done. I'm sure the day Uriah was killed, he must have drunk wine to celebrate. Glory be to the name of God. And so, in proving that he's a good general and a good king, why would we allow Uriah's wife to suffer? As a king, let me help this woman by marrying her. Must have made it look that way, that she was doing the woman a favor. Am I making sense to you? And so she took the woman in to make believe that it was after she took him in that the woman got pregnant. Am I making sense to you? But God was what? God was what? Watching. He sees and knows everything. How many times have you done things and you have tried to pin it on somebody else? You know you are the one that is guilty, but you are busy looking for somebody to pin the thing on to say it's because of this thing or it's this person that has done it. The situation you find yourself in your marriage that you are trying to pin on your in-laws or on people, are you sure you are not the cause? Are you truly sure that you and your family are not the cause? You know, there is a culture in this country. We have a very terrible culture. And that culture is somebody else is to be blamed. Never us. It's always somebody else. If it's between husband and wife, if the husband is guilty, say it's my wife. If the wife is guilty, say it's my husband. Children till today will still be accusing their parents. They are the one that are responsible for my not doing very well. Even at the age of 30, they are still the one. Even when you got to know that, okay, yes, now you know better, you are still blaming them. Since you got to know, what have you done to improve your life? Somebody else that's responsible for me not getting married. It's somebody else that is always somebody else. You carry certificates. All over the place saying you are a graduate and you are looking for a job. And you couldn't find a job. And then they say to you, it's so wicked, it's so. You go to church, they pray for you. Those liars, they are prophets that are liars. They are not prophets of God. They are 419. God will judge them. And then you go before them and say, household enemy, household wickedness. And then you too, you believe, you start praying. Meanwhile, you know very well that the certificate you are carrying is fake. You sorted to get the certificate. You paid money to the lecturer. Probably you didn't even do the exam at all. Every interview you've attended, they wondered, how did you manage to get certificate? Which is the reason they didn't give you a job. But today you are saying it's household enemy. You have failed to tell yourself the honest truth. How did you spend the morning of your life? How did you spend the morning of your life? Because today you are saying you are not married. How did you spend the morning of your life? Maybe while other people are focusing and doing well, you are busy following different men. All the young men that could have chased you at that time, you see them as small boys. The small boys have now become big boys today because God has blessed them. Now today, all those who you are following have left you. Your market is no longer selling. Now you are desperate. Now it is the one household admin that is responsible for you not getting married. We always pin it on somebody. Somebody has to be blamed. Now, until we change this attitude, we cannot move forward. Until you change from this mindset, nothing will happen in your life. You just want that you continue to blame people to the rest of your life and you still remain the same way. Because you have not come to acknowledge the truth. You've not told yourself the truth. And it's only when you tell yourself the truth that you'll be able to do something about your decision. That's even when God can help you out. We forget that God sees and knows everything. I'll tell you a story that happened to me a long time ago. Long time ago in Ibadan. We sat down in the front of the house and we were doing this game. What's the name of that game now? That one that you throw something at the back. Sway a hand. And you do like this. That was the game we were doing. And then one lady passed. She has the kind of build she has made people to make remarks about her. So on this particular day, as that lady was passing, I was the one that now spoke. And I made this horrible remark about her. We said it and we looked at it. And I pretended I said I didn't say it. He said, who said it? Nobody said, no, not me, not me, not me. Oh. And she just left, angry. One thing I didn't realize that day was that my father was at the balcony watching. I didn't know he was there, because if I knew he was there, I probably would not have, there's no way I would have done what I did. But I thought nobody was watching. So, after the lady had gone, he just quietly invited me upstairs and said, Sheyi, please, and then to send you somewhere. So I went upstairs thinking, and my father just wanted to send me on an errand. It didn't occur to me that I'd seen what happened, because he didn't act angry, he didn't act anything. So I went upstairs excited to go and deliver whatever errand he wanted to send me. I didn't know that at his back, in those days, my father, they don't beat us with cane. He beats us with horsewhip. Oh. And you know, if it's cane, it will have dropped, you will have seen it. But the horsewhip, you can fold it and do like this. And as I moved down, he said, so Daddy, the next I said, the thing was like, what? The kind of beating I got that day I would never ever forget in my life. He gave me my just reward. He gave me my what? My just reward. To which from that day, I never said anything bad about any lady again, as if making remark to abuse or looking at their situation and then abuse them for their deformity. I never said it again. But I guess what God was trying to show me that day, the lesson I got from God from that day, is that when I don't even think somebody is watching, somebody is watching. When you don't think or you don't know that somebody is watching you, I assure you, somebody is watching you. Pastor is not there now. My mother is not there now. If you are here now, those of you that when you go to a party, you say you want to be free, you lose yourself. I just want to be myself. I just want to express myself. I mean, for a change, let me just be myself. I'm coming to that. Beloved, that was a life-changing moment. Not because I was caned or whipped, but because of the lesson I learned that God sees and knows everything. That when I think I'm not being seen, I'm being seen. Somebody is paying attention. And the worst part is that there are many people that, sometimes you think people don't even know you. You'll be surprised where you will meet. Things you have done 10, 20, 30 years ago. Men that you have slept with, women that you have slept with, iniquity that you have committed, the day it will face you, the circumstance will face you, maybe the day of your child's wedding, when one of them will be one of the people that you have done rubbish with. And they'll say, this is your mother. I didn't know that. We're so sure that she's still not the same person. That's your father. You see, the unfortunate thing about most of these things, we say we believe because we believe that God says I know everything. We believe it. We say yes. But the unfortunate thing about this statement we make that we believe is that, but somehow we still believe that there are certain things we could do that nobody will know. We believe that God sees and knows everything, but somehow in us, when we do certain things, we still think we can get away with it. Now, it's confusing. How come you are able to confess that you believe that God sees and knows everything, and then the next moment you are doing something that you believe you can cover up and nobody will know about it? Now, where did you put God? You just said 3 minutes ago that God sees and knows everything, and then the next time you leave church, you went into iniquity, believing the pastor would not know, nobody will know, and you come to church on Monday and be looking nice again. But you forget that you just said you know that God sees and knows everything. We keep forgetting, beloved. I keep telling you. Your justification is not from man. Your justification is from God. And if this God knows and sees everything, that means when it's time for blessing, you will not be justified. But somehow when you want to go into that iniquity, you forget that your justification is from God. You think your justification is from pastor. And since pastor does not know about it, it is okay. But I'm not the one that will reward you for God's sake. may hide from me. You may hide from everybody. You may hide from your father. You may hide from your mother. You may pretend to every member of your household that you are holy because they never see any evil in you. But you know what? They are not the determinant of your next level. They are not the one that will bless you. They are not the one that will give you a husband. It is God. And that God knows what you have been hiding from every other person. To them, they are just wondering why. You know why, and God knows why. Many of you have been living a double life. Holy in church, righteous in church, but outside there, you are wild lions or lioness. We believe we can still do these things. That's why we go to places where we believe nobody will know that we have gone to. That's why we treat people the way we treat them. We curse people in the church. We talk anyhow to those people that are outside there, directing us on how to park our cars. Because nobody knows, nobody is there. And then we come inside the church and act holy. We lie. We behave in unbelievable ways because we believe that nobody sees us, nobody knows. After all, this is not church. Nobody is here. Meanwhile, we are supposed to represent God everywhere we go, in the car lot, in our office, in the market, inside the bus, everywhere. The reality, beloved, is this. If you all want to tell yourself the truth this morning, there are times when you just say to yourself, I just want to be myself. I mean, you get so unconcerned that what the others are watching you, and you try to put a positive spin on your behavior by saying, you are just being real. After all, I'm just being real. There's nothing wrong in me. I'm just saying my mind. This is who I am. Many of my daughters have said that to me. Many of them have said, Pastor, I'm not like those who try to pretend. This is, I'm just being real. You try to put a positive spin on your behavior by saying you are just being real. As if that justifies the rubbish you are doing. As if that is an excuse to do that nonsense. As if that's an excuse for you to be rude, for you to be insolent, for you to be disobedient. You say you are just being rude. You are just being real. But does it make your wrong right? Being real? Because you say you're not like other people who pretend. Whether you are pretending or being real, if both of you are doing wrong, you are going to the same place. You belong to the same category. Those who pretend and those who don't pretend. For as long as you are both doing what is wrong, whether you are bold enough to do your own openly or you hide to do your own in the dark, both of you will receive your just reward. God is not going to say, because you did your own openly, so I will let you go. No! Now listen to me. Here is my assignment for you today. My assignment for the church today is to elevate the point that we serve a God who sees and knows everything. We serve a God who sees and knows everything.